Hi, everybody. I'm Jackie Smith, and I am a friend of CARE. As we all know, I'm on the legislative uh, group, and I am also a commissioner for Placer County and the Older Adult Commission on Aging. But it's nice to see everybody. I know this is a difficult time with COVID and these fires. It's amazing that we all can get together on this venue. So I'm just glad to be here and very grateful to have the opportunity to talk to Carol once again in my second run for this assembly seat, because I ran for the assembly in 2018, and I did better than any Democrat did in this strict Republican district. I got 42% and got 95,000 votes, which is historic for this district. So Placer, Assembly District 6 is 70% Placer County, 50% Sacramento, and 50% El Dorado County. So it's a big district. It's about 440 residents. So I decided to run after the 2016 election when I saw how Kevin Kiley, our current representative, was voting. He was voting against healthcare, housing, and environment, and especially for seniors. And you know, in 2018, I filed for Social Security. So I am a senior and I'm on Social Security. And in our district, which is predominantly seniors, we have 24 mobile home parks, and we have 2 Sun Cities, and another one is being built in Lincoln. So it is very senior centric here in this district. So people are coming from all over the California. You know, in the next, by 2030, I know I'm speaking to the choir, but there's gonna be 9 times as many seniors here in California. They say 8.6 million. And I'm hoping to get in the assembly to be part of the master plan on aging and to be able to be at the table. So when they make these decisions, that you have a senior that cares about senior issues, that someone will stand up for housing, for healthcare, for drug prices. Because my opponent, Kevin Kiley, recently on October 31st, he voted against healthcare prescription drug bill that was by Senator Pan, 58-7 votes. Kevin was one of the 7 votes. These are the reasons I'm running. I could easily have my retirement, sell real estate. You know, I've been a businesswoman for 30 years. I have a real estate license. I sell houses now in my back end, but I worked in corporate America. I worked for Fortune 500 company, Biotech, who supports my opponent, by the way, AstraZeneca, who also gets me mad because he's corporate funded. I am not corporate funded, and I stand with Pamela. And we are not corporate funded. We are small donations, and we are just fighting like heck. So I want to get to these 5 questions because I prepared these answers. So I want to make sure that I hit them because I know that's the topic of the day. So regarding, what was the first one? It's on long-term care. So I support shifting state funding to from institutional long care to community-based long-term care services and support. And you know, this silver tsunami should be a wake-up call to all legislators, especially those in this district. And Pamela knows this because these corporate-funded legislators are voting against us. Kevin has voted he voted against dialysis funding, and that in itself, for people who are kidney dialysis, he's funded by 2 dialysis companies, DaVita and Fresenius. He's gotten money hand over fist from them, so he votes with them, so he votes against. But the bill's passed, thank God, because we are the Democratic majority in this state. But in our district, Kevin Kiley votes against it. And you know I'm all on board with universal health care and protecting our seniors because I am a senior. I get it. You know, I get that these people are suffering out in my district. So you deserve to age in place. You know, my mom had ALS, so I know firsthand what it's like to get a debilitating disease and to deal with healthcare, to deal with caregivers, to deal with the trust, and when she passed, to deal with the aftermath of all that. So aging in place is so important. My mom wanted to die in her home, and she did. And I am very grateful that she had that opportunity, but not everybody has that chance. But I don't know about you, but I really want to die in my own home, and I want them to take me feet first out the front door. So anyway, so these are the reasons why I'm fighting. The second thing you asked about was the ACA. So I'm opposed to the Republicans' charge against the ACA. There's 35,000 people in my district that are on the ACA, and there's 20,000 people or more that are uninsured. you know, not to mention the 25,000 veterans that are suffering in our district. That's a whole nother subject. But I support, you know, the single payer models. You know, I'm supported by the California Nurses Association along with Pamela. We believe that healthcare is a right. Together, Pamela and I will help push legislation through. We will fight for this district. You can count on Pamela and I to fight for you in the legislature. So working together in the Assembly and the Senate, we both can be the voice for this district. So we share pretty much 90% of the district. She doesn't have Roseville, but I have Roseville. But the rest of my district, we share. So we could do a lot for California and for the district. The third question was about schools and communities first. Oh, that's easy. I stood on the step of the Capitol pushing out schools and communities first. I believe that our billionaires and our corporations are not paying their fair share, and that money could be used for our seniors, transportation, for senior health care issues. If you live in Lincoln, getting to Roseville to the level 1 hospital, you have to have transportation to get there. And we need to have a better transportation system for the seniors that live in Sun City to get to these hospitals. So among other things, so I am a big proponent of Prop 15. I've even done a town hall on that on my website. Let's see. And then the fourth question was about housing. I believe that, you know, affordable housing and workforce housing should be available to all renters, and that I would support legislation to place a moratorium on eviction of COVID-19. My opponent, Kevin Kiley, he just voted against SB 912, which is eviction for mobile homeowners. I am doing a video piece on that. We are going after them because Kevin is supported by the Western Mobile Home Association, the Apartment Association, and the Board of Realtors to go against these mobile homeowners. They're pushing out these 25-year leases to these poor seniors. They're putting them in front of them, and amidst COVID, I had seniors on tape crying about what's happening to them. I have Republicans that are gonna vote for me now because they see what's happening and that the votes at the state level make a difference in your life where the rubber meets the road. Let's see, I'm trying to get all of these. And then to support elected officials, absolutely. Broadband, internet, Kevin has voted against them. He's supported by Google, Facebook, and a lot of the internet companies are supporting Kevin. And of course, he votes against net neutrality. He voted last session against it. And I am all about having broadband for seniors because you should be able to tell them and talk to your doctor like we're talking to each other right now. Be able to, you know, show your doctor your injury right here on camera. And I've done that myself. But if you don't have internet and you live out by Nevada City in some of the areas where Pamela lives out in the high Sierras, you're not going to get internet. But we need, in California, especially our students, let's not even go, that's a whole nother topic. But we need to have universal, free internet for our state because we are the 5th largest economy in the world and we should have that for California. Anyway, that's my bit. I just know I have your voice. I will be at the table. We are fighting like hell to get this vote through, and along with Bryn, Pamela, and I, we are fighting good fight, and we are actually touching more voters right now than we did back in 2018, if you could believe it or not. But through the mailbox, through internet, through any way that we can, voter to voter, phone banking, text banking, we could use your help, we could use your money, to help get the message out because direct mail is expensive. So if you want to donate to our campaigns at $5, $10, anything that you can chip in would be great. A roll of stamps, or even if you can't, just get online and get on the phone banks and help us. So we appreciate that. So anyway, thanks for all you do, Kara. You know I love you, and I'm here every week or every month. I'm here. So I got your back if I managed to pull this off, and I could see myself there this time. So anyway, thank you for everything.